3, 2, 1. What is up, guys? Welcome to Diggity, a video game podcast, episode number 139. I'm Jeff James. As always, with me, the incredible, unobtainable, thrifty, Luscious Brody Falls.
Thrifty.
Hey, tell me about the Under Armour sale.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot, free ad. Dang.
Does that qualify as thrifty? Close enough.
Yeah. I mean, it's it's a good sale. I like it. I'm probably gonna maybe buy something here or there with it. Rent's due, baby.
Rent's due.
Such a dumb inside joke.
Oh yeah.
Rent's due. Let's get it.
Yeah, man. I like sales. What can I say? I like sales.
That's awesome. You know what else is awesome and free? Speaking of thrifty, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Diggity Podcast. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, Diggity, Diggity, or search for Diggity Gaming. And subscribe to our podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, or wherever you listen to awesome podcasts. Tell your friends about our podcast also. That helps. And before we kind of get into the what did you play, I guess we will jump into a little PSA announcement. So we are rejigging our Patreons, whatever you want to call them. Patreon kind of sounds like a Pokemon, which is kind of cooler, but whatever. We're rejigging them a little bit. So there's 3 tiers to Patreon, and the goal of it really was offer more, I think, honestly, from both of our aspects.
A virtual high five was not enough.
Well, no, here's the thing with Patreon for us is that we've always viewed it as being like it's something that's there, and we want to put more effort into it to building a community surrounding it. But that obviously it takes time. And it takes, the audio version of this podcast to grow, which the audio version grows at a much faster rate than the YouTube version of this show. Clearly. But basically, we wanted to retool it and give more for it. And that's not just honestly to entice people to get into it. It really is, I think, just we want to build like a little sub community, honestly, within it, which is great. So but
also, if you want to get in there, that'd be cool too.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not gonna complain.
What's that saying? We're starving artists, right? Anyways, there's 3 tiers. There's the $2 tier, which again is pretty much just like a, thanks for making this content, Jeff and Brody. I listened to it. Thank you so much. And then we actually have a Discord server, and there's people in there chatting about right now. Constantly my phone goes off, which is a good thing. Not nearly a good thing really late at night when I have all my notifications on and I forgot to turn them off, but hey, it's fun. The $5 tier, you also get Discord access, and we have stickers now, so you can stick a stickity diggity on something just fantastic. We'll give legal warning. Please do not stick on property of the federal government and or state government. I am not liable. We are not liable for anything that happens to property damaged by a person with a stickity diggity. That's on you. But if you're in the military, if you're in the military and you want to stick that thing on like an SR-71 Blackbird, you go for
it. I mean, that was oddly specific, but
yeah, I mean, you go for it. If you want to stick that thing on like an Apache helicopter, I mean, please do.
Freedom machine.
The $8 tier is a tier that is, we've put it out there, and we want to see kind of how it does, I guess, kind of, and what we roll with it, just because this is our first time kind of possibly doing something where we have basically 2 extra episodes per month of content that we would create. You get Discord access, and you get the sweet stickity diggity, which is a sticker. If you can't figure that out by the name, but by now it might be confusing, but whatever. But the extra 2 episodes a month, we've kind of discussed them being not video game related, or if they turn into it, cool, they turn into it, but it's more just kind of like shooting it.
Yeah, I imagine most of it's still going to be centered around nerd culture of some
Yeah,
sort. But
yes, nerd or geek culture, some ridiculous story,
yeah,
much
I
like
mean,
what I
it's not
told you
like
before this.
it's not like this is gonna be like a politics type of podcast or anything like that. Like, we're still gonna do what we do and steer very clear of politics because
Yeah,
that's
not
not what
touching
we're
that.
here to do.
No,
But it is very much more kind of a free form episode where we can just kind of shoot the shit and
just hang
chat
out, yeah,
and
and
hang out.
they'll be like shorter episodes, like 20-minute episodes where we're just, like, chatting about something random, or maybe sometimes it might be long. I mean, I don't really wanna put a time on them right now because, uh, I just if we're moving, like, if it's flowing, if the creative juices are flowing, cool, we just keep it going, you know?
Right.
And
Yeah,
we
but
have some
will it
really
be
messed up conversations sometimes.
yeah, it's not gonna be hard for us to have
No,
probably
no.
pretty lengthy episodes, but they'll
Yeah.
be at least 20 minutes. So
Yes.
we don't want you to feel like you're gonna get gypped, like you're gonna pay and get like a 5-minute episode. Like, hey, how was your
Yeah.
day? All right,
Mhm.
cool. Let's wrap this up. But it'll just be kind of a different show for us and something that we kind of always had in the back of our minds to do. But now we figured the best way to offer it was through our Patreon and just kind of a little bit more content if you need a little bit of more Jeff and Brody in your life.
Yeah, and we'll actually post up a kind of like a
A
preview episode, I
teaser.
guess, or teaser
Yeah.
episode. I mean, more
It'll be
preview
a
because a teaser would be like a little section of it, right?
right.
So it'll be
It's
like a
yeah,
preview
it'll
episode, and you can check that out. Yeah, that'll be coming in the next little bit, and you'll be able to see, what it would be, or what it would sound like, what it would look like, all that kind of jazz. And if you want to sign up, cool. If you cannot afford to sign up for something like this, don't sign up for it. I'm just gonna flat out say it. I mean,
yeah,
this is
absolutely.
for the people that have signed up in Patreon. Thank you so much, and to the people that are thinking of doing it, it, please, if you want to do it, go for it. But it is not. Again, I think Patreon is something that is very just super kind of people, honestly,
Absolutely. Yeah,
to do.
it's an extra thing that we fully don't expect from anyone that listens to
Yeah,
us. It's
yeah.
just something that's there that if you wanna throw a little bit of cash our way so we can improve things, get better equipment or anything like that, I mean, that'd be awesome.
Hmm.
But if not, hey,
Keep listening, dudes.
that's fine. Yeah, keep listening. We love to have you here. You don't have to give us money for us to keep doing this. We're
Yeah.
still gonna keep doing it.
Yeah. We're just gonna keep doing it. And
Yeah,
also, none of the content that we produce that is in that Patreon tier, is gonna be like reviews or opinions that otherwise or pieces of news that we wouldn't
yeah.
talk about in the show. We might talk in more depth of, and rant on about something possibly that was like a big thing, but
Mhm.
the audio podcast, the twice a week so good God, the 2 episodes we do every single week will always have the news, our reviews, everything.
Right.
So we do not want to create the feeling or sense that this is a what'd you call it? Like a content wall,
Like a
paywall for
paywall, yeah.
for this content.
Yeah.
It's literally just extension of the show, if you will, in some cases, and then random stuff that comes up as well, and just kind of hanging out and sharing some cool stuff with you guys. So that's it for that. So if you want to join up, hit it up. Again, there's a $2, $5, and $8 tier. Thank you to those who support us now on Patreon. Thank you to the people who listen on the show, because we have had success with the show moving forward from a little bit of money perspective, which helps us a lot and helps
Oh,
us
yeah.
grow down the road. And thank you for listening. And whether you're a Patreon member or not, you're part of the community, and we can't thank you enough for listening and watching, doing everything you do. So moving on, what did you play?
I've been playing Tokyo Mirage Sessions, a little bit of Modern Warfare. I think I hopped on one night with you and Craig, and
Mhm.
I have somehow found my way back down the slippery slope that is Final Fantasy 14. So here we are. With everything getting delayed, I figured I'm gonna have a little bit of time, so maybe so I'll put a little bit of time into Final Fantasy 14 and see if I can't finally get through the main campaign of that
Dude,
and
you're gonna get
into
hooked.
some of
You're
the
gonna get
DLC.
lost.
Oh, I
I
know.
just lost my friend.
It's so bad.
I just lost my friend.
Well, see you guys.
God, dude. Ugh.
How about you?
Well, I played Modern Warfare with you and Craig, obviously. Um, I dipped a little bit into Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. I'm on a binge, dude. A little hour
Yeah.
here and there. A little
See,
hour
you're
here.
gonna lose me to Final Fantasy. I'm gonna lose you to Roller Coaster. It's fine. It's fine.
Well, one of us does like playing like a 20-year-old game. So
And
I think
it's
it's
not
words.
me.
Yeah. But yeah, I did that. Gosh, I played a little bit of NHL 19. And it was really busy. I mean, it was not easy. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. Good things in my life, and just lots of paperwork and lots of dumb things. And it's like,
Oh yeah.
it's like I just don't want to deal with it. Oh, here's a milestone. Not kind of what did you play? I submitted my my paperwork for like my final section of like immigration. Oh my
Hey.
god. Yeah. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed I can stay here. If I can't, kind
Woo.
of fucked. But yeah, basically I am for those who don't know that are listening to this, or couldn't tell, maybe I kind of lost my accent since moving here, but I say some dumb words sometimes too. And things like bagel and
Bagel.
pasta, stuff like that.
That one's one of my favorites.
What, pasta or bagel?
Bagel.
Bagel. But
Do you say, hang on, sorry.
yeah, go for
When
it.
you say bag, do you say bag or do you say beg?
It's a bag.
Say bag.
It's a bag.
Okay. I have a buddy from Minnesota and he says beg.
Well, that's because it's like bootleg Canada.
Yeah, it's like the redneck Canada.
Yeah.
More or less.
Yeah, I guess it's like redneck
Yeah,
Canada.
just accept it.
It's
fine.
no, it's like when you go to Aldi and you want to get Fruit Loops, but they're called Fruit Hoops.
Generic brand Canadians.
Nothing wrong
I
with
actually
it.
call him that, and he's fine with it.
Yeah, he's okay. He's cool with it. Yeah, no, this is like the last stage of it, so I'm hoping to get through it and do all that stuff. Oddly enough, one of like the the lamest things ever. And before we get into video game news, which actually matters, people probably don't want to hear this. So I'm at the FedEx, right? And I need to ship this to Canada. Okay. And it's just like, it's like legal documents and stuff like that, all that kind of jazz. And I grab like the cardboard envelopes that you put legal documents in at FedEx. So first of all, it's expensive as shit.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
It cost me $90
Whoa.
to ship legal documents to Canada internationally, because they'll only do it like overnight.
Oh yeah.
Huh. Yeah, it's great. So paid $90 for that. So that was nice. For a cardboard box. Well, not even a box, cardboard sleeve. And I open this sleeve up, okay? It's already bad because I'm at a Walmart. I'm at a FedEx in a Walmart. So it's amplified. I open the cardboard thing, slice my fucking thumb right up on the cardboard. Profusely bleeding all over this cardboard envelope.
And then shipping it to Canada across state across.
Then I see, then I'm like, man, there's like a little blood spot here. Is this gonna work? I see the font right above my blood spot and it says, "Please do not ship blood," or whatever, or like other stuff. And I'm like, shit. So we had to get like a new one. Cut my other fucking finger on it. Swear to God. So now I'm bleeding. Now I haven't even told Janelle this. Now I'm bleeding both my thumb and my fucking index finger. Okay, on my left hand. The guy won't help me. I'm trying to put the documents inside of the envelope, and it won't fit. It won't fit. So I have to take them out of another envelope, put them in a different one. I'm fucking bleeding still. I've asked him for a Kleenex. I've got like 3 Kleenexes in my fucking hand. Well, I'm trying to like stuff this stuff in the envelope and I shipped it out. So it was wild. But yeah, that's a milestone of mine. I gotta bring that up because I'm so sick and tired of having to go through all this immigration stuff.
So now that we've given them a teaser to what our Patreon episode's gonna be.
There it is.
There it is.
Oh my God. You want to hear about me cutting my thumb on FedEx cardboard sleeves while I'm trying to immigrate to this country? That's the show you want.
There it is.
All right, dude. Do you want to hit us up with the upcoming games?
Yeah.
All right.
January 22nd. Football Tactics and Glory is coming to PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. January 23rd, DualShock 4 back button attachment is coming to PlayStation 4.
It's not a game, but it's an accessory.
It's there. Fantasy Zone is coming to the Nintendo Switch. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered Edition is coming to the PS4 and the Switch. Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind DLC is coming to PS4. Oddworld Stranger's Wrath HD is coming to the Nintendo Switch. Rugby 20 is coming to PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Shinobi is coming to Switch. The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners is coming to PC VR. And then on January 28th, The Coma 2 Vicious Sisters is coming to PC. Journey to the Savage Planet is coming to PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Kentucky Route Zero Act 5 is coming to PC. Kentucky Route Zero TV Edition is coming to PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. And Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire is coming to PS4 and Xbox One.
Any standouts there for you or no?
No.
Not even the back button attachment?
Nope.
Okay,
I think
cool.
it's cool, but I'm probably not going to pick it up. I don't play my PlayStation enough to really justify it.
Ukulele and the Impossible Layer demo. We've got new info on that. Free demo will be available to play on Steam on January 23rd. And a demo for the Nintendo Switch and PS4 will arrive on January 30th. Good Lord. The Xbox version has yet to be announced as to when that demo is going to be available. But when we get that date, we will let you know.
Yeah. I saw a news article about this today saying that if you're really good, you could actually probably beat the game within the demo. I don't know. I didn't read into it too much, but I don't know if that involves
seems like a big fault,
some speed running type shit or what. But
it seems like a very bad loophole to have designed.
Right. I've heard this is actually pretty good. I heard it's better than the first ukulele. So
that's good. I didn't mind the first ukulele. I thought it was missing some stuff, and I thought it was a bit rushed, like story-wise, and just like throwing you into it. So I'm excited. I probably will pick this one up. I played the first one, so I'll play this one up.
Might as well. So all Half-Life games are free to play for now. As a way to build hype and promote the upcoming VR game Half-Life Alyx, Valve has made the previous games free to play until Alyx releases sometime in March. The games that are included in this promotion are Half-Life, Half-Life 2, Half-Life 2 Episode 1, and Half-Life 2 Episode 2. So I guess not technically all of the Half-Life games, but the main story games are free to play. So go check that out.
Good deal on that one. We have more news.
I just bought those, by the way. Go figure. I just bought them during the winter sale.
It goes on sale. Does that mean the Under Armour sale that you just got, it's going to be like 75% off tomorrow?
Yeah. It'll be free next week. Don't worry.
We'll be handing out free underwear everywhere. We got some news for Telltale Games Walking Dead. Season 2 and 3 of Telltale's The Walking Dead are now available on the Nintendo eShop, making all 4 seasons completely available on the Switch. So that's kind of neat for those who love that series and want to take it on the go. All 4 seasons are making a return to Steam starting tomorrow also, which will be January 22nd. So hit that up if you are into Telltale's games and you want to get that fix of Walking Dead. Maybe you didn't finish the series. Who knows? You want to finish it out on your Switch or finish it on Steam.
Telltale, initially at least.
Yeah.
Sega is going hard on Sonic this year. This week, Sega announced that Sonic 20 or the 20 they announced the Sonic 2020 initiative, which vows to release new Sonic the Hedgehog news on the 20th of every month. This month's news was basically just the announcement of the initiative and releasing PC and smartphone wallpaper.
Shut the front door. Are you kidding me? This month's announcement is you're hearing it.
Yeah, here it is.
We're doing it.
So there's no other news coming this month, but we'll see something in February. What that's going to be or how large this news is going to be, I'm not sure, but
It's gonna be a
actually,
Sonic and Tails waifu simulator.
I'd play it. Sure.
I Wow.
Just kidding.
Wow.
But the 30th anniversary of Sonic is coming up in 2021. So I imagine as we get a little bit closer to the end of the year, maybe some of this news will be getting a little bit larger. Maybe something cool for the 30th anniversary. Who knows?
Oh my god, 30 years?
30 years.
Okay, well, we've only got 42 years for Sonic to live, by US, life expectancy standards. That's
Is that
alright.
specifically for a hedgehog or is that for a person?
That's for a person. I think he's
Uh,
more of a person than a hedgehog.
that's fair.
I mean, I don't know what the fuck he was in the original Sonic movie trailer. He's a demon. But they kind of fixed him now, I guess. So, okay,
Yeah.
so let me get this straight. So every 20th of the month, we're gonna hear something about Sonic,
Yeah.
and they're gonna be doing something with Sonic 2020. You know he's in the Olympics, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Like
that's
the
like
Summer Olympics,
the
him
big
and
logo for
Mario
this.
and
Uh-huh.
Goku, they're ambassadors for the Olympics. I can't wait for that
Hell
opening
yeah.
ceremony.
What a mix of characters right
What a
there.
damn mess that's gonna be. It's gonna be insane.
And Goku. Okay. I just want him to
Yeah,
power up for the entire Olympics.
oh my god. From day 1 to what, day, like, 30?
Yeah. Yeah, the entire time he's just
Oh my
powering up.
god, there's just a man
It'd be like
screaming,
just watching
cosplaying.
Dragon Ball.
There's a man oh my god, that's gonna be the flame. It's gonna be a man cosplaying as Goku, and
Just
then
screaming.
he's gonna go Super Saiyan and just go and it's gonna be a burst of flame through the torch. And we'll have to sustain the Super Saiyan
Oh,
stasis for a solid 30 days. Um,
damn.
yeah, I mean, look, not a big fan of Sonic. Yeah,
Never
if you couldn't
noticed.
tell since I've dismissed this entire story. Yeah, I mean, cool. Boy, I'll tell you what, if I wanted to tell something and announce something to someone on the 20th of every month, I don't think I
Probably
would
haven't.
I don't think the thing I would announce is the thing that I'm actually live announcing at that moment. Be the announcement. But you know,
They probably didn't have anything else, so they're like,
no,
"Well,
when does the Sonic film come out?
I don't know, not soon enough. I can't wait."
You can't wait? Yeah, oh
I'm
god.
going to watch it. I mean, one
No,
way or
no,
another,
no. We're going to watch it.
we're going to
And
watch
then
it.
we're going to give a review of the Sonic movie because both of us are terrible movie reviewers, but we'll be dead
This is
honest with
true.
Sonic. We'll be dead honest with Sonic.
It says February 14th,
Okay. Valentine's Day?
Valentine's Day.
Sorry, wife. Gotta go watch Sonic. Gotta go fast. Yes. Oh,
I
yes.
can't wait. I might
Oh
even
my
paint
God.
myself blue. Why not?
You know what we should do? We should see if, you know, like movie theaters, they say it's coming out February 14th, and then sometimes like it's available to watch on the day before, on the 13th,
Mhm.
randomly.
Yeah, yeah,
We
yeah.
we should keep an eye on that and maybe hit it up. Maybe
Yeah.
hit it up for
I mean, that'd be a day that we record, but yeah.
what? That's okay. We could live record from the no, we couldn't.
I'm pretty sure that's illegal.
All right, well then we'll go watch it on like the 15th or 16th or something like that. Our wives are gonna
Yeah.
be pissed, dude, if we go watch Sonic on Valentine's Day.
It'd be fun. We don't really do Valentine's Day, so we're good.
Oh, my wife be pissed.
I'm a lucky man.
But what's worse, watching Sonic or celebrating Valentine's Day? You be the judge. We've got some news about a delay for Iron Man VR. A tweet directly from the developers of Camouflage Studios. In order to deliver on our mission and meet the high expectations of our amazing community, we've made the difficult decision to move Marvel's Iron Man VR to a May 15th, 2020 release. We truly appreciate your patience and understanding. You'll be hearing from us again soon. The game was originally set to release on February 28th, 2020. Delays all the way around, my dude.
You want to hear about another one?
Yeah, go for it, please.
Dying Light 2 has also been
No.
delayed.
What?
The announcement from the development team reads like this. To our dedicated community, it was a busy year for us as we continued working on our biggest project to date. We know you are awaiting the game eagerly, and we want to deliver exactly what we promised. We were initially aiming for a spring 2020 release with Dying Light 2, but unfortunately, we need more time to develop or more development time to fulfill our vision. We will have more details to share in the coming months, and we'll get back to you as soon as we have more information. We apologize for this unwelcome news. Our priority is to deliver an experience that lives up to our own high standards and to the expectations of you, our fans. Please stay tuned, and thank you to our fans around the world for your continued support, patience, and understanding. They delayed this to who knows when. They don't know when.
Spring
Not
is
a
long because the first technically on the calendar, which by the way, let's get into that. The calendar's
okay.
bullshit. Like the
Okay.
the first day of winter, ridiculous date. Ridiculous date. First day of summer, isn't it like June 1st?
Yeah, something like that.
Hot as shit in May.
Right.
Hot as shit. I don't know who made it. Yeah, I think almost like delays are good now for publicity. Like, I
I
mean, we're talking about
agree.
them. Like,
Yeah.
here we are.
I agree, but I am also concerned that they don't even have an estimated timeline for this
Yeah, this one's a
currently.
little rough.
This
Sure.
one's concerning. Yeah. When they have a date that they have in mind, I feel a little bit better about it. But this one's just so open-ended that I am
But they could pull an Animal Crossing and make a date and then blow by that too.
fair enough.
I'm salty. I'm salty.
I couldn't tell. Hey, the spring, it's coming.
Be ready,
Supposedly.
baby. Spring goes all the way until June 1st. So prepare yourself.
I'm
Because
pretty sure
that's
it has a release date.
That's the calendar we live with, people.
What's
Bullshit.
the release date on that? I got it. I got it.
You want to what do you mean you got it?
The release date.
A release date for what?
Animal Crossing.
Oh.
Cool. March 20th.
Okay. Woo! Getting pumped.
Ooh.
Getting ready for that tweet on the 18th saying that it's coming spring 2020. That's been delayed.
Spring 2021, you mean?
No, spring 2020. It's been delayed and it's coming spring 2020 because spring doesn't end until the end of May, dude.
So just some other time in spring 2020.
Right. Yeah. 2 months out.
It's just not coming out then. Gotcha.
You want to talk about delays?
Mm-hmm.
YouTube TV has finally made its way to the PlayStation 4. YouTube TV, for those who may not know or may not have it in their country yet, is IPTV, which is designed to essentially replace your cable box for a cheaper price alternative that works through your internet to view TV. It's confusing because it's called YouTube TV. So what is it? Is it cat videos? No, it's ESPN. Now that PlayStation View has been shut down, Sony had no reason to keep some of the potential competitions for View off of the console any longer. So they're making way for YouTube TV to make its way onto the PS4, which I kind of find shitty. Like,
oh yeah, absolutely.
You own the platform. I get it. Just advertise more on it for me to use PlayStation View. Give better incentives, and maybe I'll check it out. I did check it out. I canceled it. I didn't enjoy it. My username was Lance Armstrong's Left Nut. Didn't enjoy the service. Had to cancel it. Was absolutely embarrassing because the man asked me for my PSN name. Had to tell him. But not having like YouTube TV on there or other television competitors. I mean, essentially, correct me if I'm wrong, but when these consoles launched, the whole goal was like make it like an entertainment like console, like all in one encompassing thing, so that like you're just constantly glued to your thing. Xbox was more.
At least for the Xbox,
yes.
Yeah.
But PS4 was still hitting those notes.
Oh yeah, just not nearly as hard because they saw how that went for Xbox,
right?
And it didn't go well.
YouTube TV's main selling points are cable-free live TV, so there's no cable box required. You don't have to sell that dumb plastic box with the crappy remote and all that kind of jazz. You can watch major broadcast cable news networks, including ABC, CBS, Fox, NBC, and get your local channels, which is actually super important because you can't get those on a lot of other things. You can get ESPN, you can get HGTV for the wife so she can watch Fixer Upper every Saturday morning and ruin your life, and more, including your local sports and news channels, like I mentioned before. You can watch on your smartphone, your tablet, your computer, and TV. So it is a really good thing that's coming to it. Cloud DVR with DVR storage, space limits. It saves everything, and you can just go back to it. Like you choose your favorites, it saves what's awesome. And each recording is stored for 9 months. So just like your DVR, you can record something, never watch it, and completely forget about it. There's 6 YouTube TV accounts per household. Everyone gets their own login, gives you your own personalized recommendations and your own personalized DVR. And it's a monthly pay-as-you-go, subscription membership. There's a free trial available right now also. So if you want to try it out, check it out. If you're not happy with the service, you can cancel at any time during the free trial, and that will be the end of it. Or the service will automatically start your first paid month if no action is taken. I will say this about YouTube TV. So I've tried like pretty much every IPTV or, internet TV based thing, streaming stuff. Hulu Live TV was my absolute favorite until they changed the price and made it up more. And it was kind of shitty. Like, so here's the thing that happened too, because this happened with YouTube as well. You gotta be careful. I'll be perfectly blunt about this. You sign up for these things, and then you get an email saying, "Hey, we've added like this channel." Because there's some channels that just aren't on there. Like when we started using YouTube TV, it was like they didn't have Discovery Channel. Okay, not a big deal breaker. Don't really care. Don't watch it that much. But then I got an email. And it's like, "Hey, we've added Discovery Channel," and I'm like, "Well, that's fantastic." And your monthly subscription is going to go up. And I went, "But hold on, I don't want that. I don't take it back. I don't need that. No. No, don't make it go up." And it made it go up like a decent chunk. It went up like $5-6 a month because of that channel. And I'm like, that's, like, that's,
I feel like when
crazy.
they do something like that, it should be an option because you're already into that ecosystem. Like,
and that's what's so crazy, right? Is because they have like the typical packages that you can add onto it too. Like if you want like all the NBA games, you can add on like NBA Pass for like an extra like $4 a month or something like that, or $5 a month onto it. Like, let me just build it a la carte, like the way that I want. But it is a good service. I mean, it's worth checking out. The problem with this is, and we've had this discussion before with subscriptions, and now that video games are getting into the subscription-based side of things, eventually it just becomes more expensive than getting normal television.
Yeah.
Through a cable
You got to
box.
keep an eye on all that.
Oh, yeah.
That stuff adds up, and it's really easy to be like, "Oh, it's $5 a month. Who cares? Whatever."
Yeah.
And then you start looking at it and start adding it up. You're like, "Holy hell! What the? How many things am I subscribed to?"
I just can't. Also, like the amount of shit that you're able to watch now, it's absurd. I just canceled Disney Plus. I think eventually I'll get back on it again, but I watched the Star Wars films. And I watched this thing called Imagineering, which is like the engineering behind like the Disney parks around the world and stuff like that. And their season just ended, and I'm like, I don't really want to watch. No, I didn't. I didn't. I'm
not mad. I'm just disappointed.
I get it. But yeah, I mean, there's so much stuff to watch. It's just like Game Pass. I mean, if I have a PS4 and an Xbox, I'm not going to sign up for both things. I'm just not. I mean, there's not enough time to play them. Like, I feel like I don't know where it began, but it's like I would be fine with Game Pass, like honestly having like 20 games.
Yeah, I certainly don't need like 150 games.
Yeah, like I would be totally fine with just 20 solid games, and they just rotate, like no problem with that.
Yeah,
there's just too much there. It's crazy to me. But anyways, check out YouTube TV for you PS4 users. Sign up, free trial. Check it out. Watch it. See what you like. I personally like Hulu Live TV better. I thought Sling was not good.
Yeah, like I've never tried any of them.
There's no football on it,
and that's a no for me, dog.
yeah. I can pull a Randy Jackson, but that's a no for me, dog, too. God. All right, moving on from IPTV.
So Xbox's XCloud has been updated to include some more games. So the newly
Exciting.
added games to Xbox's streaming service are Batman: The Enemy Within, the complete season, episodes 1 through 5, the Telltale series. I think that's supposed to be The Walking Dead. Sorry, the complete season, episodes 1 through 5, Destiny 2. Goner Blueberry Edition, Halo: The Master Chief Collection, Kingdom 2 Crowns, Portal Knights, Sid Meier's Civilization 6, Sparklight, Super Hot, The Surge, Tracks, the train set game, Train Sim World 2019, Wasteland 2 Director's Cut, and The Wolf Among Us. I would love to try Destiny 2 out through that. I feel like that would be a very good test to see how well this is actually performing.
Can we try this on our iPads?
I don't think it's come to Apple products
Just Android,
yet.
right?
I think it's just Android. I've loaded it up on my phone, but I haven't really played much on it.
It'd be so
So
nice
I'm
to
gonna
have
have
the
to try this
iPad
out
and then
again.
use the Xbox controller through the iPad.
Yeah.
You know?
Or just buy a cheap Android tablet. Like
Yeah.
real cheap. I mean, you can get some of them for dirt cheap, and if
Yeah,
all
you
you're
can get
doing is
like a
that,
Fire tablet for like,
oh yeah,
God, like
hmm
$30 on
and
Amazon. It's
I've
crazy.
seen people using those or the Fire tablets for this, specifically this.
Yeah,
So
I had
it
a
works.
discussion about those tablets at work the other day, and I'm just about to leave on a trip to San Antonio. Shout out to any of the listeners that live in San Antonio. Never been, don't know what I'm getting myself into. But he uses he just buys like those cheap ones because basically he's like, if I lose it or it breaks, in the airport, I
You're
don't
not
care.
out anything, right?
Like I don't really.
I
It's
mean,
kind of
you're
like
out $30.
yeah. He's like, oh, that kind of sucks, but it's like you can easily just find a Walmart and pick one up and be fine with it. I mean, they're not the
Right.
greatest. I wouldn't want to use it as like a productivity tool,
Yeah,
but
it's
streaming
not going to
Netflix
replace
and
the
stuff.
iPad or anything, but it'd be nice for something simple, on a trip.
Yeah, it'd also be
One
great
less
for
thing to be.
kids for
Oh
for
yeah.
the from the XCloud perspective too, because you can buy Fire tablets that have like that crazy foam
hmm
around them for the kids, and you literally pay. I forget what the deductible is, but it's like a $25 deductible, and then it literally has like a 3-year warranty on it. Like if the kid literally smashes the screen and you just send it, they send you a new one for
Yeah.
$25 afterwards. It's nuts. Industry news, business kind of news. Daybreak Games is restructuring. So the company behind EverQuest, H1Z1, and PlanetSide have made the leap to split into 3 smaller and more focused studios. There's probably a little bit too many cooks in the kitchen, I'm assuming. And we've seen this with some other companies as well, where they've broken people up or they've made better divisions. EA did something with this, right? Or was it BioWare, or who was it that recently restructured a lot of their stuff?
They kind of have they more or less kept some of the divisions that they already had, but it was more like passing on the workload to some of these divisions and
Right. Yeah.
changing up the
Yeah. Yeah.
heads
Yeah.
and things like that. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was EA.
Yeah. So Dimensional Inc. Games, Dark Paw Games, and Rogue Planet Games will now be the studios that form Daybreak Games. Daybreak hopes that by creating these smaller studios, they'll be able to amplify the existing franchises while enabling each studio to further foster its unique identity, community, and culture. Dimensional Inc. Games will continue working on DC Universe Online while also working on a new MMO project. This branch will be led by Jack Emmert. Holly Longdale will lead Dark Paw Games in continuing support while also looking to innovate for the franchise. And Andy Seitz will take over the third branch, Rogue Planet Games. Rogue Planet will be working on a new property as well as developing for the Planet Side franchise. So it makes sense. I mean, you want to split up, you want to make these individual teams basically, fund your capital to these individual teams and say, go make us games. Instead of all, communally making games together. It allows people to break their teams up and get their own identities, which is definitely a strong suit. I mean, I'd rather have 3 or 4 different looks than one,
Right.
right? So,
Dark Paw, I kind of left you hanging there because while I was typing it up, I left it out. But
that's fine.
Dark Paw will be taking over EverQuest, and supporting that as well as trying to expand it. So
Cool.
Yeah, interesting. I think this would be a good thing for Daybreak. Sometimes they kind of get too caught up in trying to do either too much or spread too thin in other cases. So I think this would be a good chance for them to kind of refocus and kind of specialize in more of one type of game or one game or whatever it is. So
Right.
good stuff. So the former Splinter Cell creative director is returning to Ubisoft. Maxime Bieland is returning to join the company's editorial team after less than a year away from the company, where he went to go work for Epic Games for a short stint. The editorial teams at Ubisoft have recently been tasked with making Ubisoft's games seem more varied and enticing to more players, as Ghost Recon Breakpoint and even The Division 2 were kind of cited as, not doing as well as they had hoped. So Bieland has an impressive history with Ubisoft, working at the company for over 20 years, and he's been involved with everything from Rainbow Six Vegas to Assassin's Creed to some of the Far Cry series, and of course, he's been involved with Splinter Cell Conviction and Splinter Cell Blacklist. So, of course, a lot of people are excited because everybody's been freaking out about another Splinter Cell game for like the last year and a half, 2 years, something like that. But I think this just seems like a good move. He's been at Ubisoft for a long time through, some good times and some bad times. So this is definitely something that I think will benefit the company, especially in, the last year hasn't necessarily been their greatest year by any means, especially Ghost Recon. I mean, it
Watch
was.
this be DLC for Ghost Recon Breakpoint.
It'll just be Splinter Cell. They've done that before.
Battle Royale.
I'm pretty sure they did that in Wildlands. The last time there was a big leak about like Splinter Cell stuff, it was like a DLC like outfit or something for
God.
Wildlands, and people were pissed.
Ugh. God.
But yeah, cool stuff, man. I'd like to see Ubisoft do well. I actually like a lot of the stuff they put out, but they've had some missteps in the last year that
Hey
have
man, you're
hurt
gonna
them
have
pretty
some
bad.
dips and some dives, but that's a company that's been able to get out of them. I mean, they've, like you said, they've had in the past, but they'll keep moving on, right? So, well, guys, that will do it for the show this week. Again, if you want to support us, head on over to our Patreon, patreon.com/Diggity Podcast, where we have those new tiers and you can read up on them. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Diggity Podcast. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Search for Diggity or Diggity Gaming if you're listening to the audio podcast right now. You can find me on Xbox One. My gamer tag is Maple Jeff.
You can find me on Xbox One at Luscious Brody, and you can find me on PlayStation at Wolverine's Cousin.
Nice. Leave us a review, guys, whether it's coming on one of our YouTube videos or a review on our iTunes page. It helps us get noticed, and it helps spread the word of Diggity. Also, if you have friends that are into gaming, please let them know about our podcast. We'd be super, super grateful of that, as people have done that. And word of mouth is like... I mean, you always say it's powerful, but I mean, it's pretty crazy how actually, strong it works and what it does. Again, thank you so much, guys, for everyone that listens, whether you're Patreon or not. We truly appreciate listening and watching our content. Can't thank you enough. Until next time, guys, we will see you for the Friday show. See ya.